Welcome back. In this week and the following week, we will be discussing the ethics of AI, and in particular, we will dive into moral philosophy questions regarding creating advanced AI systems, which, as you know, consist transformative technologies. What does it mean that it's a transformative technology? It could drastically change society and the way human life takes place as we know it in a business as usual world, as we often say. This week, I have created a short list here of questions that will guide you through the readings. Please write to me if you find this format more helpful than seeing highlights on the readings. I would really appreciate your feedback. So let's start. What is a high-risk technology? And you should already have a pretty much of an answer to this question. It is a technology that has a lot of uncertainty about, which means that its own developers might not be sure how they would control it. There may be many uncertainties concerning how the technology operates. There may be uncertainties about how the future of this technology could turn out to be, especially as AI systems scale and become more capable in different ways. So it's generally a technology that could have a large impact on society, on human life, and carries a lot of uncertainties. In the reading by Stuart Russell called Misuses of AI, you will see that there are many non-existential harms that can be caused by AI. What does this mean? There are harms that are not threatening human existence. If you're not sure what an existential risk or harm is, I highly encourage you to go back to a few weeks ago where you can find the definition of existential risk as well as the history of this concept. So we're interested in both non-existential societal harms. What are those? Models that encourage discrimination, biases, misinformation, these kind of societal harms, potentially replacing human labor. But what we are most interested in is this X risk, extinction or existential risk, which is a consequence, a potential consequence of these systems' high capabilities and transformative power. Now, with that in mind, we introduce this idea of ethics of invention that you will find in the second reading, which asks us if you know that this technology could be very, very dangerous, and of course, this applies to other technologies in the past, for example, nuclear energy, nuclear weapons. But for AI, there seems to be a really special case of danger, as I will explain shortly. Is this a technology we should really create? Why should we go on developing a technology when we are aware of all the many difficulties, uncertainties, and high risks that it would bring to humanity? And this, of course, carries a question regarding moral responsibility. Who would be responsible for the creation of this technology? Who would consider all the future risks that come with this technology? And it's very important for you to have all the information and to spend some time thinking about these future risks. Because I expect you and I expect us to live in a world with wide usage of AI models. And in the short term, you might end up in a position in your professional career when you will have to make decisions regarding the usage of AI. And as you partake in this very important decision making, it's important to be well informed. So I would really want for you to take some time now and figure out what you think about the ethics of this particular invention that is very capable AI systems. Now, on the side of humans, what are some ethical questions that might render us vulnerable to powerful systems? One is the poor design, right? Scientists and technologists can make mistakes, or as you see, they already have a lot of confusions or lack of knowledge on how AI models work or what could they do in the future, how robust they are. And yet they continue to produce the systems and to make them widely available. So this is what I mean by poor design here. We don't necessarily have reliable alignment tools. We don't necessarily know how to reliably control the systems. Of course, you'll see that the AI labs tell you that they have some methods for alignment, but they cannot guarantee that the systems will perform as promised in all cases. And of course, as you know, there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of how the systems work, and there might be a lack of coordination among the different labs of AI and at an international level. And you already know that we are having a technological arms race. The different labs are trying to get to more and more powerful systems, and the one that will get to the most capable system first will be the winner in a sense. So that's what we mean by lack of coordination. They're not trying to ensure that the systems will be deployed safely first and find what are the conditions for this technology to be safe for society and human livelihood. Instead, they're just trying to get their products out first. And what I meant earlier, that there might be something different about AI technology that we have not encountered before in the history of technology. AI models that are very, very capable might be intrinsically dangerous. What does this mean? They might have properties such as agentic behavior. That means they are agents themselves. Goal directedness. They have their own goals. And as you know from the definition of the alignment problem, these goals might not be the same as human goals. And so they might, by definition, be out of human control, and especially if they're more intelligent than humans. And it's not that some bad actor will come and use them in devilish ways. It's that the systems are intrinsically and by their own nature dangerous because of what we just described. These are the main actions for this week, and these are very important questions. And like I said, you might have to think about them, especially as AI becomes more and more mainstream, and you may have to use it or make important decisions about it in your professional career.